South Africa is a beautiful and a heartbreaking place. We have a tragic and complex history that have robbed people of their dignity and proper place in society and in the world.
You know, the country presents lots of problems. This massive gap between those that have and those that don't.
That's really the context in which we came up with the idea of Tyme. We could unleash human potential through helping people participate in the economy.
If one can establish a framework where people can get access to these services, they become part of a dignified human experience.
There's Mr. Mandela, Mr. Nelson Mandela, a free man taking his first steps into a new South Africa.
We met in 1989. We met 4 months prior to the release of Nelson Mandela and the unbanning of the ANC. It was incredibly liberating time.
So for me, Tyme started with an idea. We're going to build a bank that actually puts all the tools of economic participation in people's hands so that a wider range of people have more power of every kind in society. It was one of the things that Chart and I said when we started the business is we're going to build a bank with no paper, no cash, no ATMs.
Every time the masks came off our advisors and other people, they said we are crazy. There's no place in South Africa or in other markets for another bank.
I think every good idea initially sounds crazy. And one might even argue that if it doesn't sound crazy, it's probably not that good or interesting an idea.
We've consistently tried to push the boundaries. We've consistently tried to facilitate change. And we've consistently been the ones brave enough to take the first step. This crazy idea is now tangible in the hands of almost 12 million South Africans every single day.
Not only that, but Tyme Bank's growth in Southeast Asia has been, in a way, more impressive than the growth that they've had in South Africa. It's growing faster. What you build here on the continent can be exported to other countries. You can do even better in those markets than what you're doing on your home turf.
So when we went into the Philippines the first time, we were almost immediately connected to all the right people through the Endeavour network. The same is true for our friends in Vietnam. The same is true for our friends in Indonesia. Endeavour has been the most powerful ally in scaling the business. I think history will show that Nubank investing in Tyme was a tipping point in our business, and the way we got to know Nubank was through Endeavour.
When they raised $250 million, Nubank led that round and Tyme Bank became a unicorn. So, great partnership.
And I think with Koen and Chart being who they are, coming from where they've come from, I think the world's a better place because of the two of them. And I think it would be an absolutely amazing place if there was more of them.
Our relationship is built on trust, on unconditional trust.
And both sort of passionate about changing the world in some way for the better. If we can see more of the world pattern that way, I'm convinced we're going to solve a lot of humanity's problems in ways that you and I can't even imagine today.